Today on our 2012 Honda Odyssey, we're going to install a Curt Hitch, part number C12031. This is what our hitch will look like once it's installed. Here are a couple measurements that will assist you with selecting accessories for your new hitch, such as a drawbar, a bike rack, or a cargo carrier. From the center of the hitch pin hole to the outermost point of the bumper is 4 inches. From the top of the receiver tube to the ground is 12 3/4 inches. Now let's go ahead with the installation. Our first step is actually to remove the underbody trim panel here on the driver's side. This will get removed and will not be reinstalled. To remove the underbody trim panel, we'll simply get inside the plastic push pin and pry out the center piece. Once we get the center piece pried out, we can take a flat-bladed screwdriver, or if you have available, a trim panel tool to remove the fastener. Now with our 3 plastic fasteners removed, we've got 1 bolt that also need to be removed. With the trim panel removed and set aside, we'll now move over to the passenger side so that we can go ahead and lower the exhaust. To lower the exhaust, we need to remove the 2 rear tailpipe hangers. Easiest way to remove these hangers is take a little spray lubricant and spray down the metal portion of the hanger, and then we'll remove the rubber isolator that hangs in between. As you can see, this will give us additional working room so that we can get to the weld nuts above the exhaust. The attachment points, again, will be the weld nuts in the frame. The forward fastener here on the driver's side will be a block and bolt that will fish wire into position. Each one of our weld nuts in the frame will need to be cleaned out before we install our hardware. To do this, we'll use a little spray lubricant and a 1/2-inch nylon tube brush, part number 814092, to clean out the threads of the weld nut. There's the rear attachment point on the driver's side. We're going to go ahead and repeat the same process for the rest of the attachment points. Now, before we go ahead and put our hitch in position, we're going to install the forward fastener. We'll be using the supplied block and carriage bolt, along with the supplied pull wire. We'll take our pull wire, feed it through the forward attachment, out the access hole. Now with our fish wire in position, we'll go ahead and slide the block on and then thread on the bolt. Then we'll feed our block up into the frame through the access hole, and then our bolt. Once we have both into the frame, we'll go ahead and pull them into position. I'm going to leave my pull wire on at this time, as it'll make it easier to feed it through the hitch as we install it and not push our hardware back up into the frame. Now is a good opportunity to get a second set of hands to help you hold the hitch in place while you install your fasteners. To secure our fastener, we'll be using the 12mm bolt and conical tooth washer that are supplied in our install kit. Now with the side fasteners installed, we'll go ahead and remove the pull wire and then install our 7/16 flange nut. Now with all our fasteners in place, we'll go ahead and tighten them down. Now with all our fasteners tightened down, we'll go ahead and torque the specifications as indicated in instructions. Alright, with all our fasteners torqued to specifications, we'll go ahead and reinstall the exhaust. Alright, with the exhaust reinstalled, that'll complete the install of our Curt Hitch, part number C12031, on our 2012 Honda Odyssey.